Space Guy on Duggystone Radio. So Friday is our cooking slot, the chef slot. So, crack on.
Crack on. Right, so this is my own personal take. This is my own personal way of doing it. And I brought a bit of northernness into it, obviously, as well. I can't help it at all. So, you like a bacon sandwich, don't you?
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. I love it.
Now, are you a smoked bacon kind of guy, or are you a unsmoked bacon kind of guy?
I love smoked bacon. I mean, I have gone to nitrite-free bacon now because of me stroke and what have you, but smoked bacon is my go-to. Sandra's not a big smoked bacon fan, but I am. I love it.
It's weird, that, isn't it? Because you can. I used to own a greasy spoon, right? And you know what? It's not everyone likes smoked bacon, but I prefer smoked bacon personally. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to cook everything in butter. Now, first and foremost, I don't know if you remember this, but butter back in the day used to taste absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't know what's gone wrong with it. It just doesn't taste the same. I'll tell you why, because they're mixing it with rapeseed oil and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I try and go to the ethnic shops, the Eastern Europeans, and they try and keep it as real as possible. Again, I've got a block of butter here. Sorry, people who are listening on the radio, but for the YouTubers, look at this piece of butter, right? It even looks different. It's flatter, it's creamier, it's whiter. That's because they haven't messed with it. All they've done is cream and salt, and some person has churned it. That's it. Done. Now, you can get that butter here, but it's usually double the price of everything else. And which is the shame, really. Again, the shame. So now the butter goes straight in my pan. I am going to be using good quality butter. Now, I like tomato ketchup. However, with the amount of salt and everything else that's in tomato ketchup, I've had to avoid it, because that's one of the problems of our Western diet, is all the sauces that we've started to eat. Before sauces came along, we only had mustard. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, ground mustard, and you mixed it with water, didn't you, to make it? That's how you should make it.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Now my butter's just gonna lovely buttery, will just melt in the corner. Now again, lifestyle change. A little small changes that I do. Again, even if I'm going to have a sandwich, I'm not going to have it in the traditional way. I'm not going to have it like two pieces stick together and have it, because you're doubling up on the bread. Again, you're doubling up unnecessarily. So obviously the bread that we have made is a little bit higher in carbs, and it's making that choice. However, the actual filling, you can all do at home. You can all do. So first and foremost, I'm using streaky bacon.
I thought you was using streaky bacon. Beautiful, man.
The reason why I'm using streaky is because that's going to crisp up like you've never, ever seen before. And the secret is to streak it and crisp it. Now, I like this, again, personal taste. You can do it however you want, but I'm going to use literally 4 to 5, not 45, 4 to 5.
We had that on movie on, Brimful of Asher, 45, yeah? On a 45.
Oh, God. You're putting all the bloody Asian tracks on for me, aren't you?
I didn't put it on for you, but yeah. Put it on for my one listener who's up in the northeast.
Oh, brilliant. And that's going to, so the bacon's just going to sit nicely, just cooking. You can hear that sizzle already. Now, the next bit that I do is, obviously there's plenty of butter in there already. And I've got myself some nice vine tomatoes.
Yeah.
This is to make my own tomato ketchup. You can make your own tomato ketchup. Why bother? Why bother messing about? So all I'm going to do is literally, and the smell of the smokiness is just phenomenal.
I know, I can imagine already.
Right. But now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to spice up the bacon. Right. We're not going to stop there. We are not going to stop. People don't seem to realize that bacon and eggs and stuff like that is just like any other meat. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take the king of spice himself, which is pepper. Right.
Oh,
and I'm going to season the bacon. I'm going to season it now. You don't need to dick about doing it later. Do it now, baby. Yeah. Get that flavor in. So I'm literally going to put pepper all over my smoked bacon, right? But also what's going to happen is it's going to turn into like a bit of a peppered steak, yeah? So when I turn that bacon over, there's a bit of science here for you. It's going to scorch, yeah? It's going to scorch and add another smoky level, another crunch, and it's going to stick in that bacon. You know what, yeah? I want you salivating by the end of this.
Mate. I am. I'm coming. I'm going to come around. I'm going to jump in my car in a minute. Come around to your house.
Right. So while that bacon is again, but we want it crispy. I want it crispy. So again, I'm going to finish off my tomatoes. I'm going to cut them into. I like to cut them into little wedges. Right. I don't like big ass pieces, and I tell you why. It will cook a lot better. Right. And I'm literally just going to chuck them at the side here.
All right, in the same pan. Lovely.
Yeah.
If you listen on the radio, the VT will be available. Don't worry. Or you can go to mixcloud.com and watch us live. Search for Duggystone Radio. You'll find us there. We've got 50 people on Mixcloud watching. So good morning, everyone on Mixcloud. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to tidy up a little bit as well. You know, clean as you go. You know, clean as you go, people.
Well, I used to be a butcher, and that's another job I used to do when I first started my career. And my boss used to say, clean as you go, no clean, no go. So in other words, you couldn't go home until you tidied up. Yeah, there you go, mate.
Absolutely. So again, you notice I've not turned the bacon yet. I've not turned it. I've not messed with it. You leave it alone. Let it simmer. You know, Michael Jackson used to say, just let it simmer, and then you need to turn it when you need to turn it. Yeah. Now the butter in there is just literally doing its magic. I ain't going to stop there because I know I'm going to have literally. I've calculated this myself. 25 grams of butter, and I'm now going to put a little bit touch more butter just near my tomatoes. Okay, and they're going to cook down beautifully. I'm going to take a little pinch of pink Himalayan salt just over the tomatoes.
Yeah.
What they're going to do is they're going to draw out all that moisture, right? I'm not going to stop there. I've got some Kashmiri chili, okay? Just a little bit of Kashmiri chili, just a little touch, nothing over the top.
Yeah.
Right? Just on the tomatoes, Now Kashmiri chili is like pepper. It's very fragrant. It's not a chili. It's not a chili, even though it's called chili. It's the natural redness that gives you tandoori chicken. Its redness, but then. Obviously, everybody used to get really drunk in the 1980s and 70s and couldn't see the tandoori chicken properly. So the Indian restaurant made it even more brighter and stuck some colouring in it. You remember that colouring?
Mate,
you remember that bright?
Mate, I've been to a few restaurants over the last few years, and the colour's just ridiculous. And you think that this can't be good gear. This shouldn't look like this.
Oh, of course not. Just give me a second. Just give me one moment.
Cool. So if you've just joined us, this is the Spice Guy. I know it's not brilliant for radio, but we are doing a live demonstration on a video. It's going out on Mixcloud. And if you're watching this on a replay on Facebook, thanks very much. Check out the Spice Guy. Remember the name.
So again, it's all about timing and confidence. So now I'm just going to show you this for the people that are listening, and I will describe it, okay? I've left it alone, right? The pepper is now scorched, and if you can just about see that, look at that. Look how that bacon is crisped up. I've left it alone. Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. Yeah? Yeah, there you go. And it's crisp. And again, I'm going to still leave it.
You went all Jamaican then.
I know. I did.
Well, that's what they do, you see. That's the Jamaican low and slow with all the ribs and everything. For everyone's benefit as well, the streaky bacon is a bit like your ribs. When you have spare ribs, that's the same part without the bone in it. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Now, and my tomatoes, again, because I'm using nice vine tomatoes, a good quality, I've just turned them over, and they've mixed with the Kashmiri chili. There's no pepper, black pepper. I've just used Kashmiri. And again, look at the color of those tomatoes.
Amazing,
just look at that.
Amazing.
Yeah,
looks
amazing.
Good.
Right. So all I'm going to do now is I'm literally going to get my lovely turmeric flavored bread. Okay. Again, you can use your own toast. You can use your own balm cake. You can use your own butty, whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual filling is there or thereabouts. Now you can go extra crispy if you want. Just leave it longer. Just leave it that tad longer, which is kind of literally there. But for me, I just want these tomatoes to cook down. And I'm for the purpose of radio, I'm going to start taking out the cooked ones. And I'm just going to place it on top of my bread, right?
Yeah.
and I'm gonna squash it down. And I'm gonna squash those tomatoes so it's already making a natural. Let me see if you can get that in shot just about. Let me see if you can get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it around so you can see it for the people that will be watching it on YouTube, hopefully. And I'm just gonna take again another one that's cooked down beautifully. Just start putting it around the sides. Yeah.
So what you've got there now is a tomato sauce, which is basically tomatoes that's cooked with some spices and what have you, and some salt.
Yeah, and the smokiness of the bacon. Don't forget, in that pan, you've got that gorgeousness oil coming away. Again, I'll show you again. You can see it's a bit of science. It's oozing away from the streaky bacon, and that gorgeousness is going to go straight into that tomato, and that tomato has been cooked in the best butter. Remember those words we used to say? Best butter and a touch of Kashmiri chili. I hope you are completely salivating right now because I cannot wait to eat this.
Mate, I wish I was there now. When all this nonsense is over, I'm coming to your house for breakfast, and we're gonna have. We're gonna have that for sure.
Now I've turned the bacon back over again because it's done its magic, and the pepper is stuck to the bacon. Now, I'm going to give you one last visual shot, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I ain't just making this stuff up as I go along. I do know what I'm talking about. And you see how that pepper is it's engraved. I've never used that word in food before. Engraved all over that bacon, and it's scorched. It's like having a peppered steak sandwich, but with bacon.
Excellent.
Wow.
Excellent. So this is no good for any vegan, and no good for any vegans or anyone from a community that doesn't eat pork. Replace with something else.
We can make some vegan food in the future, not a problem. But again, look, I'm just literally just piling that bacon up over the top, crispy as hell.
God.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. And I'm going to get the last two tomatoes that are kind of like, that are oozed, that are drenched in butter. Right, there you go. Two more on top. I mean, I could be naughty and put the other piece of bread on top of that and finish it off, but I'm just going to eat that like an open sandwich with a knife and fork. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a Spice Guy bacon butty.
Oh man, that just looks amazing, and I want that now. I want that now. So we'll come right back while you eat. Do you want to go and eat that? And we'll come back in a minute after a bit of a track.
I'll have a bite. I'll have a bite.
Yeah. Oh, you know what you're supposed to do? Like they do, all the chefs do, like Jamie do. They go, oh yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, listen. I don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that.
I need to even do that?
No, because I'm already in the zone. Right, we'll come right back after this.
Hi, I'm the Spice Guy, and you're listening to Duggystone Radio.